the anniversary of the relationship, the man took his girlfriend to eat a bowl of instant noodles. This angry woman directly proposed to break up. Then she turned around and got into a luxury car parked in front of the door and left. Soon the man with outstanding appearance ushered in his second relationship. However, on the way to the date, he was late for the rescue of a stray cat trapped in the sewer. When he arrives at his date, his girlfriend says he stinks. Jack quickly explained that he had just rescued a stray cat. She gave him a thumbs up. Then she picked up a doll and placed it across from Jack. Without saying a word, she was ready to leave. Jack hurriedly pulled his girlfriend's hand, but she left without hesitation. Looking at the doll in front of him, Jack became more and more angry. He slapped her in the face. Then he carried the doll to the rubbish dump. Before leaving, he also took it out on the doll for a while. This scene was just seen by 3 students nearby. In order to make fun of each other, the girlfriends deliberately pushed their friends in front of Jack, and the girl had a unique way of picking him up. She asked Jack for a packet of cigarettes. Looking at the underage girl in front of him, Jack refused, but the girl's pampering style was too much for Jack to handle. But he still advised the girl not to do anything inappropriate at her age. She should spend her youth on something meaningful. In the face of this man who took the initiative to care for himself, the girl's heart fluttered for a moment. Then she jumped up and flew into the air directly in front of Jack, and without hesitation, she gave him her first kiss. This is a sight of the girlfriends look stunned. The girl's name is Lisa. Since childhood, she has been practicing taekwondo. Not only is her fighting strength outstanding, but her face is also one of the best in the school. One day Lisa learned that her best friend was being bullied, so she went to the rooftop by herself and beat them until they were begging for mercy. In order to thank Lisa for her mercy, they even showed off their proud catwalks. This made Lisa and her girlfriends laugh. It was at this time Lisa bumped into Jack, who was on his way to a date with flowers. The two of them looked each other in the eye as they brushed past each other. Lisa was mesmerized by the man's good looks. That's why she met her best friends to intercept Jack outside the shop. 3 years later, Jack became the owner of a convenience store. Because of his good looks, the shop attracted many female students, but they only took pictures and didn't spend money. This led to a lot of expired products in the shop. The turnover dropped drastically. At the same time, his father was sick and hospitalized. Originally 2 people took turns to guard the convenience store. Now Jack is the only one left. Now he hasn't slept for 3 days. But soon the schoolgirls came to take pictures with him again. Before taking the picture, he puts up the shop's promotional products. After sending the students away, he finally decides to hire a part-time job. After putting up the job posting, Jack fell asleep on the table until a characteristically dressed woman walked into the shop at night. She knocked on the table and woke Jack up instantly. He learned that the girl was here for an interview. Jack hurried to get her a drink of water, but at that moment Jack suddenly had a bad feeling. He seemed to recall that 3 years ago, this is the woman who took his first kiss. Then Lisa suddenly appeared behind him. Jack was startled. Lisa took out a glass of water from her bag. She said she had water with her. Looking at Lisa's resume, Jack thought she didn't recognize him, so he was ready to eliminate her. However, Lisa was able to overcome Jack's trickery with ease. Looking at Lisa's face with the mark of a delinquent girl, Jack thought she was not suitable for a part-time job in a convenience store. When Lisa saw Jack's haggard face, she took a cup of water and poured him a cup of flower tea. But Jack didn't dare to drink it for fear of what was in it. Lisa saw the scene and picked up the cup of water and drank it. Then Lisa got up and went to the bathroom. When Lisa left, Jack picked up the tea and drank it. But just as he finished it, he fell asleep on the table. When he woke up, he opened his eyes and saw an old man eating instant noodles. He turned around to see a convenience store full of customers. It turned out that Lisa had taken up a part-time job at the convenience store while he was asleep. He happily asked Jack if he could work tomorrow, but Jack said there were still a few more people to interview tomorrow. When she heard this, Lisa burst into tears. The sound of her crying attracted people in the shop. Jack had no choice but to promise Lisa that she would come to work tomorrow, and so Lisa became a temporary worker in the shop. On her first day at work, she made Jack's mother happy. Jack couldn't help but look at Lisa a little more. That day, a customer came in to change money. Jack realized that the cash was missing from the till. He instantly remembered that Lisa had left the store with the cash in her hip pocket, so he rushed to check the shop's security cameras, but he couldn't see anything from behind. He had no choice but to call Lisa, but her mobile phone was switched off. At that moment, he saw a video of a shop manager talking about the stolen money. Furious, he looked up Lisa's employment information. He followed the address to the door of the house. Before knocking on the door, he imagined what would happen when he entered. Then he made a gesture at the door, ready to fight. But the man inside had a clear view of what was going on. After ringing the doorbell, the man inside opened the door and dragged him in. At this moment, Jack did not know that he had mistakenly entered the place where the police were working. Jack took out the contract and said he was looking for Lisa. He explained to the police that she had stolen his money and ran away. When he realized it was a misunderstanding, the police let him go. When he got out, Jack called his mother, but he learned that Lisa had gone to the shop to sort out the merchandise. So Jack rushed to the convenience store, but he found the door locked. The shelves had been ransacked. He called his father to send him the key, but when he came back to the shop, Lisa was working at the counter. When Jack came to the counter, He saw that the missing money was back. Lisa thought Jack had come here because he wanted to see him. Soon the policewoman came over. She asked Jack if he'd caught the part-timer who stole the money. Lisa came out of the shop and heard them saying her name. Jack tried to stop them, but the police said that a part-timer had stolen money from the shop, and he left the wrong address. Lisa took the contract out of his pocket. They realized they'd been wrong about Lisa. Lisa realized she'd been taken for a thief and left. Jack rushed after her. Lisa said that Jack's mom needed the money urgently and asked her to deliver it. Lisa turned around and left. Jack tried to stop her, but he was almost stunned by Lisa's roundhouse kick.